Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the BBC's 2006 Robin Hood series with the very first episode, Will You Tolerate This? This show gave us a grittier, more realistic take on the legendary outlaw. And let me tell you, this pilot episode does not mess around. We're getting action, drama, political intrigue, and the formation of the legendary Merrymen, all in one packed episode. Before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button if you're excited for this series recap, and subscribe for more TV breakdowns. All right, let's get into it. So we open in 1192. That's the heart of the Crusades era. Robin of Locksley and his faithful servant, Much, have just returned to Nottinghamshire after 5 long years fighting for King Richard in the Holy Land. But this isn't the England they left behind. Things have gotten dark. Right off the bat, we see what kind of world they've returned to when they stumble across soldiers about to cut off a man's hand for the crime of trying to hunt a deer. The man? Alan Adale. Remember that name, because he's going to be important. Now, Robin being Robin, he can't just walk away from injustice. He tries to bluff the soldiers, claiming he has them surrounded. Classic Robin move, big brain, big mouth, sometimes bigger than his actual backup plan. And speaking of backup, Much, bless his heart, completely blows their cover by coming out of hiding and taunting the soldiers. Cue the chase scene. Robin and Much are literally running for their lives, and they end up diving into this covered hole under a tree. It's our first taste of how this Robin Hood operates. He's clever, resourceful, but he's also still figuring things out. The next day brings us one of the more, let's call it, human moments of the episode. Robin and Much meet a weaver, and Robin decides to do some honest work. But then, and this is very important for understanding this version of Robin, he gets seduced by the weaver's daughter. This isn't your Disney Robin Hood, folks. This Robin has flaws, makes questionable decisions, and Much has to try to run interference. Spoiler alert, Much fails at distracting the weaver. Robin gets caught, there's a fight, and they're on the run again. What I love about this scene is, it shows us that Robin is still adjusting to civilian life. He's been a soldier for 5 years, and now he's trying to figure out who he is in peacetime. Finally, they make it to Locksley, Robin's home, but this homecoming is bittersweet. They meet Dan Scarlett, a carpenter who's recently been widowed and who literally built half of Locksley. But here's the gut punch. Dan had to choose to have his own hand cut off to protect his 2 sons who were caught stealing. Let that sink in. A father mutilating himself to save his children from an even worse fate. This is the world Robin has come back to. Then we get our first look at Sir Guy of Gisborne when he arrives in Locksley. Robin announces his return, and you can immediately feel the tension. Gisborne represents everything Robin is going to fight against. The oppressive new order that's taken over while the rightful king was away. In a touching moment, Robin declares, "Much a free man as reward for his bravery in the Crusades." It's a small act of justice in a very unjust world, and it sets the tone for everything Robin will do going forward. Robin decides to visit Edward, who he thinks is still the Sheriff of Nottingham. Big mistake. The reception is hostile, to put it mildly. But here's where the political intrigue really kicks in. Edward, who Robin knows as a good man, reveals that he's no longer sheriff.
I will talk to the sheriff, I promise.
Prince John, who's ruling while King Richard is away, has appointed a new sheriff, Vasey. And let me tell you, Vasey is bad news. We're talking sadistic, cruel, everything you don't want in a person with power. Robin finally makes it to the castle and immediately sees the impact of Vasey's rule. There's no money for Wednesday.
It's funny, Wednesday used to be
People being
market
taxed
day.
into poverty. So Robin, being Robin, decides to confront Sheriff Vasey directly at the council. He suggests abolishing taxes.
Is it our holy war?
Vasey
Or is it Pope
does not
Gregory's?
take this well.
Stop all taxes.
But the situation gets personal when Robin learns that Dan Scarlett's sons have been caught stealing again. And this time, the punishment isn't just losing a hand. They're going to be hanged. Robin visits the dungeons and finds not just the Scarlet Boys, but also Alan a Dale again. Turns out, Alan lied about having a wife. He's just another desperate person trying to survive in this harsh world. The stakes are crystal clear now. 4 people are going to die, including children, for the crime of trying to eat. This is where the episode reaches its climax, and it's intense. 4 people are about to be hanged. Alan, both Scarlet's sons, and another young man. And in a twisted move, Sheriff Vasey forces Robin to read out their death sentences. But wait, it gets worse. Vasey is much held by soldiers at a dangerous height, ensuring Robin can't interfere without risking his best friend's life. Just when you think there might be hope, a priest shows up claiming the benefit of clergy to protect the condemned. It's revealed to be one of Robin's friends, a juggler and performer Robin had asked to help. The plan fails, the fake priest is arrested, and the men are left dangling. But this is Robin Hood we're talking about. Robin finally acts. He kicks down a soldier, steals a bow, and shoots the ropes to save all 4 victims. He throws a sword to free Mudge, and just when it looks like he might be overwhelmed, Marion, Edward's daughter, kills a soldier with a throwing knife to the neck. Only Robin notices this, which is a nice setup for their future relationship. Robin, Mudge, Alan, and Will Scarlet, Dan's older son, escape on horseback into Sherwood Forest. And this is the moment. This is where the merry men begin to form.
This is your lodge
Alan
now,
and Will
friends.
decide to join Robin and Mudge officially. But just as things seem to be settling down, we get our cliffhanger.
Our forest!
Robin, Mudge, and Alan are suddenly confronted by Little John and 3 other men. And that's Will You Tolerate This? A title that perfectly encapsulates Robin's journey in this episode. He goes from a returning soldier just trying to find his place, to someone who literally cannot tolerate the injustice he sees around him. This pilot does everything right. It establishes the world, introduces our main characters, shows us the stakes, and gives us a complete story while setting up the larger narrative. The action is great, the political intrigue is compelling, and the character work is solid. What did you think of this episode? Are you excited to see how the Robin Hood legend unfolds in this grittier version? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more recaps of this series, smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.